What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? How are you guys doing on this hump day? Hope you guys are all doing very, 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 very well. Oh man, I see Drew's already in the chat here. What's up, Drew? How are you doing? How you doing, Drew? OG Millie Mills is in the house because he's the OG of the Millie Mills. How are you doing? Cole, you're back, I see. Favorite Resident Evil game? Mine is Resident Evil 3. Hands down, mine is Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Resident Evil 3 Remake, does not matter. I absolutely just love Resident Evil 3. That's my Resident Evil game of choice. It's short, sweet. I love the main character. It gives me the Resident Evil 2 vibe, but without all the extra, stuff that dealt in Resident Evil 2. Sorry, I had to turn on my fan over here so my system doesn't like overheat, although I did kind of fix it. So if you guys are coming in, smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Doing a little Q&A. Q&A. That's question and answers. You guys can ask me pretty much anything you want. Members and super chats take priority, though. That's all. Other than that, we can have a conversation. We can talk about anything. Anything you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. How's it going? It's pretty good. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. The thing is, because I get home at 2:30 every night. But you would think, okay, well, you get home at 2:30. That's not too late. You can still sleep. But the problem is where I live, there's no parking spots available. So I have to park on a curb. And if I don't get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and move my car into a parking spot, they put a towing sticker on it. So every single day, Monday through Friday, I have to set my alarm. And I'm the type of person, once I wake up, I can't go back to bed. Like I can't fall back to sleep. It just, I try so hard. So what I've normally been doing for the past month or so is I would get up at 9, and instead of moving my car, I would just go to the gym. I'll go to the gym. I would do a mile treadmill. I would do, what's up, Junior? Shout outs to UK. I would do like a mile on the treadmill, 2 miles on the bicycle, and then I would do some like weight training. And then I would come home, and then that would tire me out. And then around 4 or 5 o'clock, I would take a nap before I go to work. It's just, today I decided not to go to the gym. I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I just had, like, yesterday, I had no downtime yesterday, like none. I got up at 9, went to the gym, got home around 11:30. Then I did a video on the Wolverine leaks. Then I tried to live stream Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi, but when I live streamed, the Ahsoka trailer hit, and we found out that Microsoft's the FTC Microsoft verdict came in. So I had to quickly end that. I had to go film the FTC versus Microsoft verdict video. Then I had to edit that. So that took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then I had to do the Ahsoka trailer reaction. So I had no downtime. But like I was just finishing up editing when my fiance came home from work. And then by that time, it was time to make dinner. And then I was lucky to get an hour nap in before I go to work. So I had like zero time to like get any downtime. So today I was like, I weighed myself. I lost 2 pounds. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take, I mean, granted, I probably would be better if I would actually go to the gym today and capitalize on those 2 pounds that I lost and, accelerate that forward. But I was like, I need a break, man. I'm tired. I don't like going to work just super, super tired. What's up, Jared? So I'm just like, I told my girl, I'm like, I'm going to take a moment off the gym today. I had a bagel and cream cheese and just a iced black coffee, no sugar, no cream, just plain black coffee. Cause it's a diuretic, helps me, poop and all that great stuff. So, yeah, so that's pretty much my thing. I was playing this a little while ago, and really didn't have many people watching, and it was Dragon Ball Z Burst Limits. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and check, play that a little bit. Nobody was really watching, so then I just kind of got off. I said, hey, let's go try to do a Q&A because there's not going to be a Storms Live this coming weekend because I'm going to South Carolina for a game convention. So is Friday fasting? Not this Friday. Normally every Friday is fasting, not this Friday. Friday I'm going to be on the road for 8 hours going to the convention. So I can't be weak and tired and driving at the same time. So I'm going to try to eat healthier, but that's why I'm trying to lose as much weight as I can before Friday. So it's not that bad, you know. But we're going to be doing like a lot of walking and stuff like that. What movie do I think would dominate in July? I don't know what's really coming out in July other than Mission Impossible. I believe Barbie and Oppenheimer comes out at the end of the month. I mean, Barbie, you never know. I personally haven't liked the trailers for Barbie, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen with Barbie. It might be like one of those things where I wasn't expecting anything and it just blew the hell up. So Mission Impossible, I think, will be the #1 movie of July. It will be the biggest hit of July. I think Barbie is a sleeping giant. I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up at the end of July and Barbie outperformed Mission Impossible. I don't personally think that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if it didn't happen either. Oppenheimer, I think, is going to be successful for what it is, but I just don't think that that's going to be a big movie that a lot of people are going to be rushing to go see. I think a lot of people might say, hey, you know what, this looks good, but I might just wait for streaming like a lot of people do. I want to go see it because I really like that historic event. I am not a big Christopher Nolan fan. I think Christopher Nolan, the more movies Christopher Nolan produces, the more I'm less turned on by Christopher Nolan. The more movies he makes, the less impressed I am with him. He kind of feels like one of those directors that tries to be old school, but he's really pretentious as hell. And I'm like I don't know, man. I know his films are like event films. Everybody loves Inception, but I'm sorry, Interstellar really wet the bed. Interstellar, like, I thought that movie was great for 95% of the time, and then the last act of that movie just completely wet the bed. Haunted Mansion, I don't think is going to do all that great. I don't think it's going to do horrible. I just don't think it's going to do all that great, not compared to the other movies I just named. But Interstellar, I thought wet the bed. I like Dunkirk more than a lot of people do, and Tenet was just pretentious as all hell. What's up, Brooklyn? How you doing? Here's a question. What do you think the most important thing you have learned about yourself since being on YouTube? Man, that is a great question. I don't know if I have the answer to. You know, I don't know. I changed a lot since I first started doing YouTube, and sometimes I still catch myself doing stupid things. You know, I think one of the most important things is that you have to realize that everything you say is out there, and you kind of need to know like when to keep stuff to yourself. You know, I think that's probably the most important thing. I mean, when I first started YouTube back in, I don't remember how many years ago it was now, when I did that Storms Inc. channel, like, I started by making fun of the World of Warcraft community, right? I made fun of them and all that stuff, you know, and I just, you know, started doing stuff like that. And then later on, and then of course, you guys know the Parasite video where I got drunk and said everything. And the Parasite video got me noticed, but it wasn't like noticed the way I wanted. So, and then of course my thoughts and opinions on Little Mermaid, that was just one of those things where I'm like, even if I have those thoughts and I stand by what I feel about it, doesn't mean I need to come out publicly and say it in a video. You know, like if I want to make jokes about it on social media or something like that, okay. Like if I could throw like a meme out there or something, that's one thing. But coming out in a video and saying it, that's completely different. So I think the one thing that I've learned is, one, not to be like, don't put like all your personal stuff out there. Cause I remember when back like 3 years ago, when I first got divorced 3-4 years ago, like I was drinking and just saying all my business on YouTube. I think I learned that you need to keep YouTube a YouTube thing and not put your personal life on there. Like every once in a while you can mention something, but not like my whole personal life. I be very careful to even mention my fiance. We've been together for 2 years, and I think I barely mention her on YouTube. And I really think that you have to kind of watch what you say. It's because everybody has opinions on certain things, and then people take certain things that you say and they kind of run with it. Brooklyn says, I think you matured a lot. That's why I'm still here. I consider you a friend. Hey, I consider you a friend too. I see your posts on Facebook all the time. I hit the like, see your little girl growing up so big, which is crazy because I remember when she was born, so it's crazy. But thanks. I appreciate it, Brooklyn. I really, really do. I just, I would hope that I matured a lot. Every once in a while I still do stupid things. The old me is still in there. Every once in a while I do stupid things, but I don't think I do stupid things like as much as I used to. I try to think before I do it. Before I used to just say whatever just to get views. It was like shock TV. I would say whatever, just to get views. And now I'm like, you know what? The views aren't that important. If people like me, they'll stick around. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little jealous when I see people that I know that are doing great on YouTube. Like Cody Leach. Like I've been on YouTube way longer than Cody Leach. Cody Leach came along and he was doing trial and error stuff, and then he hit this stride, man. He hit like over 100,000. He was able to quit his job, do YouTube full time. Sure. Am I jealous about that? 100% I'm jealous of that. I tried so hard, tried so many different things, but at the same time, it's not in the cards for me. I don't have that talent. I can't do that. I'm not that talented of a person. As much as I tried to upgrade my equipment and try different things, I just have to realize there's some people that just aren't able to do that. He has an audience where he does horror videos and reviews and stuff. And I don't really do reviews anymore. I much prefer this type of content where I'm giving my honest opinion. I love podcasting. I love doing Storms Live. What's up, Token? You're definitely one person I like doing Storms Live with. Token's another one, man. Token's fantastic, guys. I don't know why you guys aren't watching his content. The Token Black guy, man, I'm gonna throw his link in here. We got to get this guy up to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what you guys are sleeping on with this guy, man. I watch Token stuff all the time. This guy has absolutely fantastic quality. His equipment is fantastic. Like I don't know why you guys are sleeping on this man, but he's only got 700 subscribers. And this is what kind of bothers me about YouTube, is because you'll have someone like Token here, and I just put his link in there. I want you guys to go subscribe. Mason Clark, thank you for that super chat. I'll get to it in 1 second, my friend. But you see people that I think have really good content and they don't get noticed on YouTube, and then other people just blow up over stupid things. So yeah, it's just and like I said, I mentioned I am really jealous of Cody. Like I'm super jealous of Cody. Like he's networking with people like Sean Chandler. He's going to MegaCon. He has panels. Everything that I wanted to do, he's doing. But I wanted to go a different route. I don't want to do reviews. I used to do reviews, and I just felt like, I just didn't want to do reviews. I want to do long form podcasting. I want to have my dream scenario is to have Storms Live be a weekly show, and I have a room with a table with all the equipment, and I have people that I can talk to. Storms Live is great on Sunday with everybody on. I want a Storms Live like actual studio and do a podcast that way. That is my dream. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I don't care if I get 100 views. That is my dream, to have Storms Live as a podcast. And yeah, so I don't know how I got from there from your question, Brooklyn, but I kind of just like splintered off. I'm like the dog from Up. I'm like squirrel, Token said, you're the reason why I started doing YouTube. Never thought I would be a part of the cast. Dude, you're phenomenal. I'm very, very selected on who I bring in to Storms Live. Very, very selected. If you go back and watch Storms Live from me and Danny, when me and Danny first started, Mason, I swear I'm gonna get to your super chat. I'm just like spitballing here. I want to stay on topic. But when you go back and look at when me and Danny first started, and it was rough, man, because before Danny, it was just me doing this, and it was like really bad. It was just me going, "Hey guys, you can send super chats," to actually, start talking. And then Danny came in, and when Danny came in, Danny was very, very, very quiet. He was very, very quiet, but I seen something in him. I'm like, this guy brings a completely different take that no one else takes. He's much older than us, so he has a different perspective on life, different perspective on things. So maybe I was a butthead and an asshole the way I was trying to coach him a little bit. I'm like, hey Danny, you got to get a better mic, you got to get a better camera, you got to get better RAM, and maybe I was pushing him the wrong way. I think that's what it is. I think the way I come off on people is very harsh sometimes. I remember when I was living with Adam, I kept telling Adam like, hey, do this, do this, and it comes off very harsh and criticizing people. And I wasn't trying to criticize; it was trying to be constructive criticism. But and since then, I met Anzo. Anzo was subscribing back when he was what was it, Jason Miller or something, whatever Anzo was. But I seen him on Danny's show, and I was like, oh, this guy, he can talk. He can talk, and he can actually put his thoughts to words, and actually he can talk. And then I brought him on. And then, of course, Chris is the reason why I started YouTube. Big shout out to Chris. He's got a lot of personal problems going on right now. So big shout out to Chris, of course. And, Chris, I feel like, if I ever did the Storms Live podcast, he would be one of the guys I want to bring in, but working different schedules and stuff, I don't think that's possible. But, yeah, so, and I just kind of been cherry picking over the time. I brought different people in. I met, again, Gaskar. I found out from Anzo and Danny and brought him in because I really like the way he talked and his different perspectives. Everybody I bring on has different perspective. My always thing was I want quality. I brought Chris in, not my Chris CGAs, but the other Chris that's on Danny and Anzo's channel. And I really, really like Chris, but there was like a lot of times where the schedule just wasn't coming up and whatnot. And, it just, I feel like it has to gel together. And I really think that you, Joe, very, very well token. I am very impressed with your setup. Very impressed with everything that you do. So I'm so happy to have you on there. And dude, I swear we are going to get you to 1,000 subscribers. Over my dead body, we will get you to 1,000 subscribers. I promise you that, because you deserve 1,000 subscribers. And I put the link in this description, guys, or in the chat. So you guys got to go sub to him. You guys got to go sub to him, man. Help this man get to 1,000 people. Come on, people. So Mason Clark, I will go to your stupid chat. Sorry for the long-winded answer to your response, Brooke, but I kind of just spitballing. Mason Clark doing a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Also, guys, we have about 20 people watching. If I can get you guys to be so kind to just smash that thumbs up button, I would very, 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 very much appreciate it. So hitting that thumbs up button is way more important than subscribers. I would take a video that gets 1 million thumbs up before I get 1 million subscribers. Like I really, that thumbs up button is really, really important. We have 20 people watching. If we can get about 15 thumbs up right now, I would very much appreciate it. So very much. Thank you. Mason Clark doing a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for your support. I just appreciate you. What did you think of DC's animated movie universe films? Also, thoughts on the Tomorrowverse film. What's your favorite and least favorite? I don't know what the Tomorrowverse is. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to be able to comment on that. The DC animated universe I absolutely loved. I had all of them on Blu-ray, and then when I moved, I took all the cases, threw all the cases away. I still got them on Blu-ray, but they're all in like a booklet. And I loved how it ended with Apocalypse War, with Flash going back and resetting everything, and that leads into the Constantine movie, which leads into whatever was the next movie. What was it? Superman of Tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I tried watching that Superman movie like twice, and I just fell off it, guys. And then they had Supergirl and Legion or something. Let me see. Which no problem, Token Man. No problem. Enjoy your day at work, my friend. Let me see the tomorrow verse movies. Let's see what we got out here so far. Tomorrow verse movies. So tomorrow verse movie. So far, we have Superman of Tomorrow, Justice Society World War II. We had Batman: The Long Halloween, and Green Lantern: Beware My Power. And then we have Legion of Superheroes. But there was a Constantine movie before that takes place after Apocalypse War. So, my favorite one, I don't know, bro. I really like the Death of Superman movies. I loved pretty much all of the animated movies of the DC anime universe. As for the Marvelverse, I haven't watched anything over there, so I can't really comment on that, my friend. I'm sorry. I know you sent a super chat in, and I'm not really hitting your question. It's just I don't. DC animated. I loved all those movies, man. All of them. I think my least favorite was Justice League Dark. I don't like supernatural DC stuff. I don't. I'm not a big fan of Constantine. I don't like Justice League Dark. I love Zatanna, but I don't like Justice League Dark. So I know that's my least favorite. My number one is probably Apocalypse War, but I loved all the Superman films, the Death of Superman, Superman Reigns. Just all of them were really fantastic. The Judas Contract was really awesome too. So I liked a lot of those movies. Rob, what's your thoughts on playing OG Xbox in 2023? I've been playing a lot of OG Xbox, man. I've been playing Burst Limits. You guys see my Xbox collection back there. I mean, I got my Switch, my Xbox, and then my PlayStation down below. I'm going to convention on Friday, and so if anybody's at the Southeast Comic Exchange, I will be there on Friday. So, who should play live action Invincible? Man, that's a question for another day, man. I don't know. I don't like getting into fan casting, so I don't really get into that. But Big B, I've been having fun, man. I say the same thing about this all the time, so I'm beating a dead horse when I say this. You know, I have my PS5, it's right there. I have my Xbox Series X right there. I have very little interest to play those games, because every game now has these bloated budgets of like $200 million. Sony is really sort of like the head person that's kind of like the what's the word I'm looking for? Sony is really guilty of this. You know, Last of Us, Horizon, God of War, Forspoken. You know, they spend all this money, and it's just like this giant single player experience, which is like 20 to 30 hours long. And that's too long for a game, man. I don't care. People want to argue, oh, $70. Yeah, because it's $70 because they keep raising the budget, man. You know, I much prefer the PS3, Xbox 360 era. You know, I remember on PS3, we got Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the same generation. We only got one Uncharted game on the PS4. And as of the PS5, we got none. You know why? Because it takes so long to develop these games now, because they're trying to make everything ultra realistic. Everything has to have like 100 different side quests and to pad the game and make the game longer. You know, I just much prefer older games, you know? Like, and Xbox is definitely guilty of this too. Go back to Xbox 360. We had four Gears of War games, and then on the Xbox One we had two. You know, like just look at, because they're padding these games and developing so much, man. And on PlayStation front, it's like getting really boring, because it's like Spider-Man, Last of Us, God of War, and Horizon. That's it. Like, where's Killzone? Where's Resistance? Where's Uncharted? Where's like all these other games? You know, it's like you take The Last of Us and you remaster it twice. You know, you remaster it on the PS4. Then you give us a PS5 updated patch for that. Then you remake it, which is just a remaster with a fresh coat of paint. And then you're doing the same thing with Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just like, why? Horizon Zero Dawn still looks good. Like, that's stupid. You know, Xbox is no better, like Halo Infinite. You know, like You spend all this time on this, and then you don't do anything. Where's Gears of War at? Like, yeah, Starfield and Avowed and all this stuff looks good, but man, what about the games that made Xbox? So I've been playing OG Xbox games because a lot of them are backwards compatible. So I bought the Xeon controller. I bought the Xbox Xenon controller for the Xbox Series X, so I can play. It's a 360 controller on my Xbox Series X. It gives me that old school feeling. And for the games that aren't backwards compatible, like Burst Limits or something, I have an Xbox 360 hooked up. I have my PS3 hooked up, but the problem is PlayStation is really weird when it comes to streaming with an Elgato. On PS4 and PS5, you have to shut the HICP off in order to stream. On a PS3, you have to have like a splitter and a link cable and blah, 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 and split everything in that. With Xbox, you just plug it in the Elgato and you're done. That's it. You don't have to do anything. It's just like, boom. Hey, what's up, Strike? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm really tired, but I'm good. I'm streaming now because there's not going to be any stream on Sunday because I'm going to South Carolina for the weekend. So I'm going to a video game convention. Yeah. I heard Nathan Fillion's playing Guy Gardner. Ghost of Tsushima was good, but it was only 30 hours long. We mean it was only 30 hours long. That's way too long for a fucking game. What the hell do you mean it's only 30 hours long? That's the problem I'm saying here. These games are too long. Way too long. I remember games were like 8 to 10 hours, man. You jump in and you can finish that game in a weekend. Now you like I love Final Fantasy 16. I've been playing it, but man, like I had to take a break from Final Fantasy 16. Just like Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I was playing this so much, I'm like, man, I need to take a break from this game. So I just like took a break off of Zelda, started playing Final Fantasy, and I'm like a level 32 or something, and I'm like, man, I gotta take a break from this. And I just started playing Xbox 360 games because they're just smaller and they're funner, man. It's like Resident Evil 3 Remake is one of my favorites because I can beat Resident Evil 3 Remake in like 4 hours. But every game now is like 10, 15, 20, 25. And then you have people like who was it here that just said this? Tsushima. Portal. It's like Ghost of Tsushima was good, but it was only 30 hours. It's like, what the hell do you want? Do you want to have sex with your game? Paying $70 for a 10-hour game feels like high. Well, first of all, that's a look. I'm not insulting you. You're entitled to your opinion, but that is a very stupid comment. Here's the thing. One, Ghost of Tsushima was not $70. Ghost of Tsushima was $60 because it was released on the PS4. Games weren't $70 until it hit the PS5. So factually, you're incorrect. Also, paying $70 for a 10-hour game is highway robbery or like robbery. How is that so? Okay, it ain't about the how long the game is. It's about how good the game is. If the game is 10 hours and it's good, you will play it multiple times. For example, I have beaten Miles Morales Spider-Man 3 times, right? I have beaten Kenna Bridge of Spirits 3 times. Why did I beat Miles Morales Spider-Man 3 times? Because it's short and sweet. It's like 8 hours long. I have played the regular Spider-Man game, the Sony PlayStation Spider-Man game, 1 time because the game is like 25 fucking hours long. Why do I need a damn Spider-Man game to be 25 hours long? Hey, get Harry Osborn samples here, or hey, go find Black Cat's shadow here. It was all padding. It was all absolute padding. So I much rather play Miles Morales Spider-Man where it's more right to the point, just go do your thing and play your game. And then you sit there and you look at Spider-Man and it's like all padding. And Spider-Man games does not need to be 25, 30 hours long. But the problem is you have people like you, Portal, that goes, 10-hour game for $60? Like, that is stupid. That's a stupid-ass comment. Man, I played games on the Super Nintendo that were 2 hours long and they were like $80 back in the day, right? It ain't about it ain't about the price. It's about the fun factor of the game. I'd rather have a 8 to 10 hour experience that's fun that I want to play over and over again than play a $60-$70 game that's 30 hours long and I only play once. What am I going to get more use out of? A game I can play multiple times, or a game that I play once and I never touch it again because I don't want to have to sit through a long freaking game. The problem is there's too many people that think like you do, and that's what's wrong with the gaming industry. That's the reason why we get God of War, The Walking Dead Simulator, or games like, Hideo Kojima's last game, the package delivery game. That's the problem with games today. That's fine. You can have fun with your games. Guess what? See all those back there? I have a whole collection of old school games that I can go back and play anytime I want. I can enjoy my old games. You guys can keep, because guess what? We already see the box office for movies starting to suffer. The bubble has blown. Spending $300 to $400 million on these movies, yeah, it's starting to catch up. It's only a matter of time till the same thing happens to the game industry. How many big games flopped this year? Callisto Protocol, Forspoken, all these games that cost so much freaking money to make and they're not making their money back. It's only a matter of time. Hey, my brother's in here. My brother said, I paid $30 for Mario and Luigi's Dream Team for the DS, and I'm 25 hours in, and I stopped playing. Yeah, these games are too fucking long. Man, we got a big super chat, and we got a new stream boss. So you know what I got to do when I get a new stream boss. You guys know I have to take a picture of that and put that up on Instagram. New stream boss. And then I will read your comment in a second, Strike, and I appreciate you, bro. New stream boss. Hey, Temfi Ibis. Hey, man, quick question. How long do you think is long to take to write a script? Ooh, I'm not the right person to ask that question. My buddy Adam, he's the script writer. He is the one who has his degree in writing. He went to film school. He has his degree in writing, and he's the one that he wrote scripts before and all that. If you want to hit me up on Facebook and ask me, I can forward the message to Adam and ask him that question, and then he can give you a fair answer. I've never wrote a script. I wrote a book, and I did like a rough outline in like a week or so, and then it took years to write the book. But I've never wrote a script yet. But if you want to hit me up on Facebook, and then I will check with Adam and give you a good answer on that, Temp. That's right. Temp is the Tekken master. Strike first doing a massive $25 super chat. Still on the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning high last night. Great fucking movie. Agenda free. The movie will make a ton of money. Enjoy the video con this weekend, bro. Yeah, I seen you send a message to me and Rome about Mission Impossible, and I've been avoiding all stuff with Mission Impossible because I'm not going to be able to watch it this weekend. I'm not going to be able to watch it until next weekend. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm just trying to avoid anything Mission Impossible until next weekend. So, but I'm hearing great things. Man, Tom Cruise knows how to deliver, man. Tom Cruise is an old type of actor, man. He's an old school actor, He believes in like doing things and people getting their money's worth. He wants to make movies a spectacle when he goes. Look at Top Gun, Tem says, I've been struggling with my script for nearly 3 years. Hey man, it's a long process, man. It's a long process. It really is. I mean, it took me years to make my book before I published my book. And Matt said he loves the Burnout games. Yeah, I tried to get Matt to go to the con. Matt wouldn't come with the con with us, unless Matt's gonna start driving Friday night and get there Saturday morning. So, but yeah, I've been loving old school games, man. Too many people like this what was it? Who was the guy up there that said that stupid comment? Portal. Too many people like this Portal guy is like, oh, I want to get my money's worth. Yeah. So let's play one game that takes 30 hours of your life and then never go back to playing it. You could have. You chose not to. Matt, you chose not to. We've all been planning this for like 4 or 5 months now. Hey, we got 21 people watching. Come on, guys, we gotta get 5. We gotta get over 15 thumbs up. So smash that thumbs up. Man, I got the hiccups. I took all the money I was saving for the con and paid for my repiping. Yeah, but I see you buying all kinds of games, bro. You sent me pictures. I bought this game. I bought this game. I bought an Xbox 360. I bought this. Like, if you didn't buy all that stuff, you could have saved, bruh. Man, I love playing older games. Yeah, man. Older games is where it's at, man. That's where it's at, bro. I've been playing Super Nintendo games. I played through Super Metroid for the first time this year. It was so fun playing through Super Metroid, man. So much fun playing through Super Metroid. I love playing those old games. Same thing with like the 360 era. I love you mean $15 games? Yeah, Matt, but see, two $15 games are $30, and then three $15 games are $45. And the more you keep buying these $15 games, Matt, they start to end up being $300 to $400 to $500, Matt. So that's $300 to $400 to $500, Matt, that you could have went to the con. So sitting there saying, oh yeah, you know, they're only like $15. Yeah, each one of those $15 adds up, bro. I go to work every night and I get a small decaf coffee and a protein bar. And I'm like, it's only $5. And guess what? By the end of the week, I spent $25. $5 a day is $25. So you say, yeah, 15, and then they just keep going up and up and up and up and up. So that's a horrible excuse. Mass Effect, yeah, you know, I never played Mass Effect. I want to get into Mass Effect so bad. I have all of them on the Xbox 360, and I have the Legacy Collection on the Xbox One, which is like completely remastered and stuff. That would be the one I want to play. You can use Chat GPT to write your script in minutes. Yeah, Temp, listen to Strike. Bruh, I bought 3 $15 games in 1 month. You bought an Xbox 360, man. Don't even try to cap, bro. Don't even try to cap, bro. Don't even try to cap, bro. Portal, I'm not even paying attention to what you say anymore. You done lost me, man. You're like one of those PlayStation fanboys that are upset about the Activision deal. Yeah, Portal's back in the chat. He ain't making no damn sense, guys. Just like, you know what doesn't make sense? How come we don't have people smashing the thumbs up button? Smash the thumbs up button. Come on, people. Smash the thumbs up button. All right, Matt, you're right. I was wrong. All right, Matt, you're right. I was wrong. Okay? Damn, okay? You're right. You're good. All right, man, I'm sorry. Why do new games have to be 20 and 30 hours? Because you got people that are idiots like Portal going, oh, man, I want to get my money's worth. They think the longer the game, the better they are. That doesn't make any damn sense. It's about fun factor. You know how many games are on Nintendo Switch that are like small games and they're fun and I play them multiple times? Kenna Bridge of Spirits is amazing. It's a PlayStation exclusive. It's on PC now. And man, shut up, man. I just played the shit out of Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I'm about to play it for the 4th time in a little bit. Not anytime soon. Probably like in a month or so when there's not like after I finish Final Fantasy and whenever I finish Breath of the Wild. I'm right at the end of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm right at the end of that damn game. I just have to go down to the lower ground underneath Hyrule Castle and fight Ganondorf. And I just can't bring myself to do it. You know, I already fought him once, and then he went on the ground. And like, you have to go to the chasm to find him. I'm like, man, I don't want to go down there, and I don't want to go through there to look for him. I know I can beat this game right now. I just don't want to do it. I watched a video on how to find him. It's like an hour journey in the chasm to find him. I'm like, I really don't want to do that right now. So then Final Fantasy came out, started playing through that. But what was one of the best games this year? Or actually, I think it came out in December. Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion. Fantastic game. Guess what? It's an old school game. I don't know, man. I'm just loving old school games. Everybody can kind of do their own thing, though. YouTube is screwing me. There's no thumbs up button. Well, we do have 16 thumbs ups. So if we can get to 20, that would be good. Oh, man. Oh, man. I was game streaming. I think I'm gonna go back to Twitch for game streaming, man. I was game streaming Burst Limits, and like I wasn't getting any thumbs up, no super chats or anything. So I'm like, man, I'm destroying. Every time you game stream on your main channel, you're destroying your algorithm. You know, because you're sitting there and you're like game streaming, and like the people that don't really watch your content, you're not gonna get a whole lot of views. So I'm like, man, I'm destroying my algorithm here, and for nothing. So I think I'm just gonna go back to Twitch because one, I don't have to make thumbnails for Twitch, which is always fantastic. He's like, not on my screen. Try refreshing your screen, Temp. Come on, guys. Throw the thumbs up button. Also, like I said, subscribe to my boy Token. That's the link to Token's channel. Go subscribe to him. Matt said, stream on the new site. They pay you hourly. What new site? Are you talking about Kick? Because I seen whatchamacallit, Token. He was streaming on Kick. And it looked interesting. It looked interesting. Let me see if I can find it here. Are you talking about this? Are you talking about Kick? Yeah, I might have to make one. Subscribe to Token. Awesome. Yeah, that one. Have you been on Kick? Is it good? Twitch is really good, but here's the problem with Twitch. Okay, look, I'm going to show you the problem with Twitch right now. All right. So here's Twitch. And what do you see? Girl half naked, girl half naked, girl almost naked, you know, girl, like that's all you see. You go on Kick though, and Kick, it just looks like gamers, you know, and I like that. I like that. So I might actually check it out. Because I'm so tired. Like, unless you got boobs and you're fine as hell, you're not getting no views on Twitch. Would you say nah to, Matt? Oh, I think I asked you if you tried it. Yeah, I might make a. I was also thinking about changing the name of my gaming channel. It's RSG Plays, but I'm thinking about changing it to like Mr. Storms Gaming or Mr. Storms Plays or something. I don't know. I don't know what to name my damn gaming channel. Robert Storms Gaming just sounds stupid. RSG Plays, but RSG Plays sounds stupid too. So I just don't know what to call this gaming channel. RSG Plays, because I don't play anything. I was using it to stream, but like I wanna call it something different. I put a video up at least once a week on my gaming channel. I just did a review on the Xbox Xenon controller, and I did a video on the FTC yesterday. So you guys go over there and sub to that channel. If you guys have any good advice for a good name for the channel, you know, let me know. I just don't have a good name for the channel. Like Mr. Storms plays, or I don't know, man. Twitter sucks in my opinion. When we're not talking about Twitter, we're talking about Twitch. Twitch. Angry Rob? No. Storms Gaming? I was thinking about, no, Portal. I'm not using it. Storms Riders. No. I was thinking about like the overweight gamer. The overweight gamer. I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to keep the Robert Storms name for that channel. I think I want to call it like Storms Inc. No, that's still a channel. I can't do that. Storms Inc. is still a channel. Yeah, that's channel still up. I tried to delete that channel, and I don't remember my password, so I wasn't able to delete it. But yeah, that channel's still up. Last video I did was the Expendables video. I tried to delete it, guys. I tried to delete it. Storms ain't gaming. I can't, guys. I can't. My interview with Mo Chocolate. Mo Chocolate. My highest video over there is my Killzone 3 sharpshooter tutorial. 130,000 views, man. So the overweight gamer isn't quite there. No, I don't think so either. My my Mortal Kombat history videos did pretty well too. My Dragon Ball Evolution video game video, 22,000. Wow. My headshots video. I think I did do a video with Temp when we played Tekken, or no, we played Street Fighter. I don't think I still have that up there though. The Walking Dead video game review. Snow White and the Huntsman, Web of Cinema. Critics Assemble, Metal Gear Rising demo. Ted. MegaCon Hall. Yeah, I don't think I have that video up here no more. Ricardo. Battlefield 4 First Impressions. Yeah, I don't have that video up no more, Temp. Metal Gear Solid speedrun. This was Matthew doing this. The Storms Inc. show. I was trying anything back then. This was Matt doing this. Matt by Storm Surge 1990. See, Matt has a fucking good ass name, Storm Surge. But he always changes shit. You never know. Like even now he's like Retro Matt or some shit. But yeah, Matt did a speed run on Metal Gear. Bro, you really need to go back to Storm Surge. What happened to the comic book reviews? I stopped reading comic books. I stopped reading comic books, so I had to stop doing comic book reviews. My review of your book is still up. Is it really? Oh, my comic book. Yeah, not my book. I don't think anybody reviewed my book. But yeah, I remember when Temp reviewed. I remember when Temp reviewed my comic, everybody was like, "Oh, he's just being nice. That's why he's reviewing it." He doesn't like that crap. I'm like, damn, y'all heartless, man. Y'all heartless. But I still got my book. My book is still on sale. If I go on Amazon, you can see it. I'll pull it up. Robert Storm. I gotta buy a copy for my fiance. Look at that. Still up. You can buy Aya on Kindle for $3.99 or a paperback for $12.99. You know how hard it was to make that damn cover? Part 1, The Gift. The sunlight blazed its glory upon Terrabeliza's mighty kingdom as autumn was coming to an end. Birds singing in the early morning inspired joy and wonderment in the hearts of its people. However, that joy and wonderment was lost on the kingdom's youngest princess, or the young princess, Princess Aya. The petite brown-haired princess stood outside her balcony, still in her pink silk sleeping garments, with what felt like the weight of the world on her shoulders. At any other point in her life, this would be a perfect day, but not today. When the haters, they focus on only the negatives. Yep. As Aya stood there, thoughts of her mother flooded. Yeah, but I had fun writing that book. Anybody want to buy the book? I'll put the link up here. I'm putting the link up for everybody here. In case you guys want to go buy the book. You buy the book, I don't get the money for it. So it goes to an old account that I don't even have anymore. But I think I sold like 100 copies altogether, yeah. Yep, altogether, I think I sold 100 copies of that game or that book. Come on, guys, we got to get to 20 likes. Language arts, Rob? I can't read very well out in public. I stumble over my words. Valhalla. So, Rob, thoughts on the upcoming Oppenheimer film? I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that Christopher Nolan can redeem himself after Tenet. I really like Dunkirk, so I think he's really good at like real life events. I really like Dunkirk. I did not like Interstellar. I liked the first part of Interstellar, but once Homeboy showed up in her bookcase, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So and Tenet was just god awful. That movie is just pretentious as all hell. Doesn't make any sense. There's plot holes all through that movie. So I'm hoping Oppenheimer is going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. So if it's 3 hours, I don't mind. If like those type of movies, I don't mind. 'Cause I'm going in for character development. I want character development. I want to know about the subject. So I don't mind when a movie like that is 3 hours. It's just these damn superhero movies, everything being damn 3 hours all the time. I'm like, like why is Indiana Jones like 2.5 hours long? There's a difference when like Avengers Endgame is three hours or something, because you're capping off this giant saga. That shit needs to be 3 hours. But like these like other movies, they don't need to be that fucking long, man. No, I have not seen the Napoleon trailer. I mean, you have Joaquin Phoenix in there. I have no doubt the movie's gonna be phenomenal. The dude's a phenomenal actor. But I don't know. I have to watch the trailer. I did watch the Willy Wonka trailer, and I have a love-hate relationship with that damn trailer. The trailer started off for Willy Wonka really, really good, because you have Timothy Chalamet dressed up as Wonka, and he says this line, and then he's like, wait, no, reverse that. And that is exactly what Gene Wilder did with Willy Wonka, the original movie, which was just fantastic. And then we find out there's a backstory. The trailer lost me when I found out there was a chocolate cartel. Like when they said that, I was like, oh my god. So Willy Wonka wants to set up his chocolate factory. He wants to set up a store to sell his chocolate, right? But there's a chocolate cartel that owns like the town, and you can't get property, so he's going up against this cartel, and it lost me. That part absolutely lost me. But like, it's love-hate relationship, because one, I think Timothy Chalamet is a fantastic young actor. Like, he's phenomenal in everything I've seen him in. But I'm just like, I don't know, because it looks good, but the cartel thing looks stupid. But then it looks like it has this like unbelievable just wonder and joy in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not believable. Some of the stuff, like you see people floating and stuff, it's not believable. But it looks like there's joy and wonder and amazement in it. I like that. I do not like the Oompa Loompas. They got fuck, what's homeboy's name? Oh my god, I can't remember the actor's name. Man, hold on, let me pull up. He's in Cloud Atlas. The dude's in everything. Cloud Atlas, by the way, big shout out to that movie. Like one of my favorite movies of all time. I still haven't had my girl watch it yet because I told her, I'm like, babe, we need to watch Cloud Atlas. I haven't let her watch it yet because I don't think she would get it. Like I had to watch the movie twice, and the second time I had to take notes. So like I had a notepad. Like, okay, this connects to this connects to that, this connects to that. But man, Cloud Atlas is just like one of my favorite movies of all time. Hugh Grant. Okay, I just got the IMDb and I just remembered his name and I didn't even need to look it up anymore. But yeah, Hugh Grant is playing Oompa Loompa, and I'm like, man, that Oompa Loompa looks really, really, really small, right? I much prefer if they were at least height like weight like waist high or so. But Hugh Grant, Jared threw it in there just as I was remembering it. But yeah, we crossed 20 likes too, by the way, so that's good. But I don't know. Willy Wonka, I'm looking forward to. Napoleon, I have no interest in seeing Napoleon. I don't know much about the person of Napoleon, so I don't know, man. I like I said, you have Joaquin Phoenix. That dude's phenomenal. So I'm pretty sure he's not gonna take a project that's not good. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the Cloud Atlas fans out there, guys. Cloud Atlas, fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic, man. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. I remember I rented it. I didn't get to go see it in theaters. I forgot what happened. I wasn't able to go see it in theaters. And then when it came out on Redbox, I went and rented it on Redbox. And I liked it so much that I literally went back to Walmart the next day and just bought it on Blu-ray. I did that with Kick-Ass, too. I remember I rented Kick-Ass, and I loved Kick-Ass so much that I'm like, man, I got to go buy this movie. All right, Tim, take it easy, bro. Hit me up on Facebook if you need to talk. But yeah, Cloud Atlas, phenomenal movie. Definitely highly recommend it. I never read the novel, though. Never read the novel. And it has phenomenal music. If you haven't watched Cloud Atlas, phenomenal music. Valhalla Erickson, chocolate. And like, what did they say in the trailer? Like, huh? Or a double or I forgot what the hell she said. Guess it was me that got off light. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Rob chose one, Sin City or Watchmen. Dude, that's not even up for debate. Sin City or Watchmen? I still say Watchmen is the greatest superhero movie ever made. Like Watchmen is my number one favorite superhero movie. It's so underrated. I believe it's still Adam's favorite superhero movie. Like Watchmen is the greatest superhero movie ever made. Like it's not even up for debate. Not even up for debate. Sin City, if I would do a top 10 superhero movies, it's so weird because there's so many of them now. So you got to get like the ones that kind of stand out. So, Watchmen is my number one. Infinity War, my number two. I don't have them in order. I just know Watchmen's my number one. But ones that are in my top 10, I don't know what order there are. The original 1990s TMNT movie is up there. V for Vendetta is in my top 10. Winter Soldier's in my top 10. Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, is in my top 10. Infinity War is in my top 10. I don't know, man. Who the hell is that? Oh, Shonen Jump. I gotta cancel my Shonen Jump. I haven't even used it. What else is my top 10 superhero movies? Kick-Ass, the original Kick-Ass is in my top 10. I would put Sin City in my top 10. I would put Sin City in my top 10. I'm thinking of Batman. Like I think I would have to put Dark Knight in my top 10, even though I think Batman Begins is a better movie. But I think I would have to put Dark Knight in my top 10. So I think Deadpool would be in my top 10. If you look at each one of those movies I just named, each one of them are completely different than each other. Where it seems like like for the past 5 years, everything we've gotten has just felt the same. Everything on Marvel's side felt the same. Nothing since Infinity War has felt different. Everything had the ha 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 laugh jokey humor, and all that stuff. And it's just just like and I'm just like, everything feels the same. And then DC is trying to copy Marvel, and they're doing the same thing. You go look at Black Adam and Shazam 2 and The Flash, and they all try to be jokey and all that, and they're just trying to copy that formula. You go back to the other movies, like Superman 2 is completely different than anything. Watchmen is different than Sin City. Sin City is different than Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is different than TMNT. All of them are different than Infinity War. Infinity War is different than Winter Soldier. Like all those movies that I named in my top 10 are all phenomenal movies that are completely different than one another. Where you just look at the past, 5 to 6 years, and it's just like it's a snowball just rolling. It's all the same shit. I'm hoping Superman Legacy will do something to change thing up, but I don't know. I just gotta wait and see. I can't even think of a superhero movie that I've seen in the past since Endgame. I have not seen a superhero movie since Endgame that has felt unique and different. Maybe the closest one is maybe Wakanda Forever. I think Deadpool 3 has a shot of doing that. But Deadpool 3, like the first Deadpool was like, oh my God, this is completely different. But then Deadpool was just Deadpool 1, but more of it. And I feel like Deadpool 3 is just going to be Deadpool 1, but more of it. So, that's why a lot of the movies on the list are like the first film. Because after that first film, then they just kind of keep doing the same thing. You're right. Watchmen is 99% accurate to the comic. You read the comic and they just put it up on the screen. To me, it's the best Zack Snyder movie, and it is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Like I quote Watchmen all the time. Every time I go outside, I feel like I'm Dr. Manhattan. Like, I'm tired of these people and their stupid little problems and what's going on with this. Like tell me, how could all this look any better with a shopping mall? It's just, So I just think we need another superhero movie that's going to redefine the superhero genre. We need people might say Logan. Like why aren't you putting Logan in there? And I'm just like, Logan was great. But I think a lot of people overlook the Logan problem. I think if I have 9 movies, and if Logan, but then again, do I want to put Logan on there? Because I think X-Men: Days of Future Past. I think X-Men: Days of Future Past. If I want to get if I had to choose, you had to pick a movie in the X-Men franchise, right? Automatically, I'd go to either X-Men 2, X-Men: Days of Future Past, or X-Men First Class, or Logan. Like, those I think are the top. I'm going to go X-Men Days of Future Past every time, right? So if I had to give love to an X-Men film, I would have to do let's count how many I have here. Let's pull this up here. Notepad. Let's pull this up. We're going to do my top 10 right now. We're going to go to Notepad. And we're not going to put them in any specific order, okay? We're not going to go in any specific order. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and try to do this, okay? So this is not in any specific order. So Watchmen, okay. Watchmen is my top, okay? Then we're going to go Superman 2. I'm just going to jot down my favorite movies. TMNT 1990. TMNT 1990, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Um, I don't remember all the ones I put. Deadpool. Dark Knight. See, I'm also trying not to be biased, and I'm trying to spread the love around. Dark Knight, X-Men, Days of Future Past. What are the ones that I say? Sin City. Does anybody remember which ones I said I'm missing here? I got one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 right now. I feel like I'm missing something. Superman 2, TM, V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta. So right now, that is my top 10. Unless I'm forgetting some. What's up, Neo? How you doing, bro? Rob, we all know your favorite X-Men movies, Origin Wolverine. No, it's not. It sucks, man. Because I remember back in the day. Yeah, you're right, Neo. Back in the day when I reviewed it, I was so happy for that movie. I was like, yeah, I watched the bootleg. It was so great. Patrick Stewart showed up. And then, like, I look back and I'm like, oh, no, man. What was I smoking as a kid? You know, I remember I stood on the hill of Dragon Ball Evolution, man. I took that criticism. I still stand by. I find that movie enjoyable of how bad it is, though. Dragon Ball Evolution, how good it is, just because how bad it is. You know, I still stand on that, even though people hate me. What movie did I forget? Did I get my car back? Yeah, I got a new car a couple months ago. Yeah, so I got 10 superhero movies here. And all of them are completely different. I feel like I forgot something though, but I try to give you know, representation for each film. So I forgot Kick Ass. I put Lick Ass. Hold on a second. But yeah, so if I see Kick Ass, if I had to take something off, I would take Sin City off for Kick Ass though. So I would take Sin City off for Kick Ass, and that would be my top 10. Watchmen, Superman 2, TMNT 1990, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Deadpool, Dark Knight, X-Men Days of Future Past, V for Vendetta, and Kick Ass. That would be my top 10. You guys can put in whatever order you want. I'm a massive Spider-Man fan. I ain't got no Spider-Man movies in my top 10. And I completely just forgot, like, Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Or Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. So this is like harder. Across the Spider-Verse. So what do I take off for that? So if I had to take something off for Across the Spider-Verse, then Deadpool will be deleted. And that's my new top 10. Because if I had to choose, right, like Kick-Ass or Deadpool, I'm picking Kick-Ass. If I had to choose Kick-Ass or Sin City, I'm choosing Kick-Ass. You know? So that would be my top 10. If I do top 15, it's a little more different. What's up, D? If I do my top 15, like, oh, we got a super chat coming in from Doggy Style. What's up, Doggy Style position, throwing that $1.50 in there. What's up, bro? Thank you so much. If I was doing my top 15, then Sin City would be there. Sin City would be there. Deadpool would be there. Probably Black Panther. Black Panther. Into the Spider-Verse. And for the 15th one, I do not know. Doggy Style position, throwing that super chat in. For my number 15th, I don't even know what I would pick, to be honest with you. I don't even know what I would pick. I don't even know. But that's what I got so far. This is my top 10. This would be in my 15th. So probably Guardians. I really like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. But I might put Iron Man in that spot too. You can't be disrespectful to Iron Man because Iron Man did start the MCU. So Iron Man, Iron Man's up there too. So that's 16. I love Amazing Spider-Man 2, but it's not a great film. It has great moments in it, but it's not a great film. No gym today? I think I put enough hair out to clone you. It was like the critters. Thought it was gonna come to life and eat me or something. Huh? Come on, people. We gotta get 25 likes. Blade is not in the top 10. I don't know if you guys ever went back and rewatched Blade. That movie doesn't really hold up. Blade is not in my top 50. Blank Man is not his comic book film. It's a comic book spoof. There's a difference. There's a difference between a comic book film and a comic book spoof. Batman 1989 does not hold up. It doesn't hold up. It does not hold up, people. Hulk 2003? Hell no. What the fuck are you smoking? What the hell are you smoking right now? Hulk 2003. What about Hellboy? What do you want me to say about Hellboy? You're like, Hellboy? What about Hellboy? What about it? What about it? Hellboy is not a good movie. Man said, what about Hellboy? Dude, you say Catwoman one more time, Jared. I'm going to put you in timeout, bro. That's the biggest troll in the world. Only Danny likes that film. He quickly retracted. He's like, Sony, redacted. All right, guys, I'm going to throw in 10-minute warning, then I'm going to wrap this up. What about Elektra? You were talking about that the other day. Yeah, just because I'm talking about it doesn't mean I like the movie. There's movies that I like that's not in my top 10. That doesn't mean I don't like the movie. I like Daredevil. I like the Spider-Man movies. I like Thomas Jane's Punisher. I like those movies. I'm not putting them in my top 10. Where does Black Adam rank? Like in the top 100. Like 88 or something. I don't even know how many superhero movies there are, but Black Adam would definitely be on the lower half. The lower echelon of superhero movies. It would be down there with it won't be down there with Catwoman, but it wouldn't be that high up. It wouldn't be that high. Why do you hate Olivia Munn as Psylocke? I don't hate Olivia Munn as Psylocke. I think that's the best thing Olivia Munn has ever done. I love Olivia Munn as Psylocke. I think she looks fantastic as Psylocke. I don't like Olivia Munn as a person or an actress. I think she's stupid, but I like her as Psylocke. I think she did a phenomenal job. No, Danny will put Black Panther at number 1. Danny would have Black Panther at number 1. Yep. That's my thing. I think Danny will put Black Adam at number 1. Black Panther. Black Adam might be in his top 10. Maybe. I don't know. He has a man crush on The Rock. He does. He doesn't want to admit it, but he does. He absolutely 100% does. Yeah, he has a big old man crush on The Rock. He likes that hierarchy of power. The hierarchy of power is never going to change. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. I don't know. Think I'm gonna get off, guys. BVS is in my top 5. Well, that's because you have no common sense. Think I'm gonna get off, go watch Secret Invasion, guys. I gotta finish watching Raw too. So thank you guys so much for everything. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all have a fantastic day and stay safe wherever you guys are. Stay safe. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good day.